It's a call.
Hold on, I want to mute everyone. What's up? Why is everyone so happy?
I'm hungry.
All right. So, hold on a second. We are officially recording. Good evening, everyone. Nice to see everybody's faces. Look at you, Christina. You've got makeup on. Were you taking selfies today?
I was talking to a prospect one-on-one, so I kind of wanted to make an impression.
And you did. You look gorgeous. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I don't know if it's funny, but when, you see me show up to calls looking all crazy, right? So today I actually have lipstick on, but
still safe. It's good.
Usually I look crazy, and so when people usually see me at events, they're like, "You're so pretty." Hold on, like, "You're so much prettier in person." But that's because I look crazy half the time because we work from home. That's one of the luxuries. But anyway, okay, so the right people are actually on this call. So first of all, I have an announcement. This is the last call that we're ever having at 6:30 p.m. Yay! Because I realized this morning, I'm like, I am so not an evening person. And most of the people that attend this call have listened to the recording, and we've got 10 people that usually attend. So we're not doing 6:30 anymore. You will be notified when we'll do the calls, but they will be earlier in the day, and you will get the best of me. So that is awesome. Hooray! Are you happy?
Yes.
Oh. I thought there would be like a wave of excitement. Okay, well, let me see that. All right, guys. So it really is the right people on this call. So tonight, we're going to talk about achieving goals and how to achieve them, and do you have the right goals set? So first, we're celebrating something. It's a little bit early in the celebration, but our team is officially in 15-star Superstar Diamond Coach qualification. Yay! Which is really freaking amazing. I'm so proud of everyone. I didn't get it before. When I would hear other coaches say that it was a team effort, I'm like, wait, no, but you're the 15-star Diamond Coach. But now I get it. And this couldn't happen if everyone on the team weren't working together towards this common goal. So I'm going to be sharing with you tonight my secrets after 8.5 years, sort of how to truly achieve your goals. I feel like I figured out the secret sauce. Whether your goal is to be a diamond coach, a 5-star diamond coach, a 2-star diamond coach, a 10-star diamond coach, a 15-star diamond coach. You guys have all the tools that you need to succeed. Do you agree with that? Right? So it's not like if you say, you know what, I don't know how to prospect. Well, you can go to YouTube, or you can go to that Team Empire training and look for prospects, and you'll find videos, you'll find the documents that you need. If you need help with using scripts, you can go to the Team Empire training, you can go to Beachbody, and you can find scripts. We don't have a shortage of tools. Tony Robbins says that it's 80% philosophy and 80% philosophy, 20% skills. The skills that you need are all there. So are you ready? Get your pen and paper out. And some of you are going to get your butt kicked tonight, because some of you are repeating the same thing over and over, month after month, year after year. And if you're not seeing results, there's a reason. And hopefully I'm going to give you some clarity. So if you know what your goal is, and now you're, let's say, like Carmen, you're a 1-star qualifying diamond coach. You want to be, yay, so proud of you. And you want to help your coaches reach diamond. This is perfect for you. And the same thing for you, Christina. The same thing for you, Monica. And if you are at a point, Aspen, you're a brand new baby coach. Hello, nice to meet you. If you are a brand new baby coach like Aspen, she just signed up the other day with Jessica. Welcome to the team. I just recognized your name. I'm going to be mentoring you. So if you're a brand new coach, this is the perfect call for you because we all need to set goals. One of the people that I listened to was, when I first started my business, was Zig Ziglar. And I wasn't really into personal development back then, but I think I bought his DVD or his CD back then called Goals. And I listened to it again this morning at like 5 a.m, just wanted to go back. What was it about listening to Zig Ziglar that changed something for me? And he said, you cannot be, this makes me emotional, which is funny. You cannot be a wandering generality. You must become a meaningful specific. And man was designed for greatness. And so you were designed, that's the part that makes me emotional. You were designed to do something great. So, but you cannot do it if your goals, if you're just saying, I just want to help people. I just want to help people. This is actually, believe it or not, a business. And so if you want to achieve something, if you actually want to help people, if you actually want to bring your husband home, I'm looking at Monica, right? If you want to stop working so much, Denise, if you want to be able to be financially independent now that you are a single mom, you must have a very clear goal. I think too many of us in Beachbody say, I just want to help people. That's not a goal. Like, yes, it's a desire. It's an overarching goal, but it's not going to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. And if you're okay with the results of just kind of helping people here and there, like I have a friend who was a coach for years. And once in a blue moon, when she did the reset, people would like get on board and buy the reset. She was totally okay with producing those results. But if you're not okay with not achieving Success Club, with not, bringing home a paycheck every week, a little paycheck, even if it's $50 to fill your gas tank or half your gas tank, then this is for you. So I want you to write this down. It all starts with me, but it's not all about me. And I had to really learn that because it was all about me for a very long time. It all starts with me, but it's not about me. Okay. The first thing I want you to write down is, hey, Tia, I see your car. The first thing that I want you to write down is make a decision. And again, if you're a pro at this already, if you know this, teach it to your coaches who may not be on this call, is make a decision. So if you have a goal, I want to hear just quickly, what is your goal? Mabel, we don't know each other very well. So what's your goal, girl?
So my goal is, I'm in the middle of a second adoption. So my goal is to pay for this adoption without going into debt.
Okay, how much is an adoption?
So we're going international, it's about $40,000.
It's a lot of money. So, Okay, got it. So your goal is to make enough, about $40,000 with coaching this year?
Well, over the course of 2 years.
Okay,
we're still
okay.
in the process.
So that is your goal. Very clear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. We're gonna define it a little bit more. And then Christina, and I was actually thinking of a rank goal, of a money goal, whatever. What is your goal? Do you have a goal?
I want to be 2-star diamond by July.
Okay, got it. Anybody else raise their hand and want to share their goal? Nikki, go ahead.
My goal is I just want to start making an income, a weekly income, at least $500 a week.
Okay, you want to start with that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're the perfect person, okay, for this class. So we're going to take Nikki because you're going from 0 to 500, okay? So the first thing, whatever your goal is, whether you want to be a diamond coach, whether you want to just make some money, okay, or Aspen. Let's go pick on Aspen, the brand new baby coach. Okay, why did you sign up other than maybe your friend saying like, do it?
Well, I was in the process of trying to lose weight for my wedding, and we just bought a house, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I want to help my husband out, and I want to try and help pay for my wedding
Okay, awesome. When are you getting married?
next June.
Okay, awesome. Oh, girl, you got this. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right. So whatever your goal is, to pay for your wedding, to help pay for to cover the cost of your adoption, to become a 2-star diamond coach and make X amount of dollars per week or per month, you must make a decision. If you're just saying, I just want to be able, and this is why I said you're perfect for this, Nikki. If you're saying, I just want to be able to make some money finally, that's a wandering generality, right? And don't feel picked on. It's perfect because I think that's what I know that. Like I can talk to you, right? So you need to make a clear-cut decision that you're going to do something, whatever that is. Okay? So I can pick on, I'm looking at, who am I looking? I'm looking at Christina. Christina, you knew that you were going to be diamond by when?
When we just did this recently, is that what you're talking about? I
mean,
knew.
you made a decision that you were going to be diamond. Was it a decision that you made? Was it a declaration? Or were you kind of like,
I wanted to be diamond as soon as I hit emerald. I was ready.
But did you make a decision, or were you like, I'm going to kind of do this,
No, I made a decision. It became more clear going on the second time to try for diamond. When we tried the first group and then I got into the second group, it was more clear then, like I was already hungry for it. So I already had it set in my mind I was going to make diamond if I had to ask every person I knew. So, and that's honestly what I did.
Well, that's it. And that's what it takes. It's that decision that I'm going to freaking do this and nothing's going to stop me. That you know that you're going to do this and you're going to do this and you're going to do this. Okay, now I want to ask Carmen something. Can you talk, Carmen? Because I know you might be at work. Can you talk? Okay, maybe you can whisper. So I feel like with Carmen, you made a switch. There was a point that you made a decision that enough was enough and that you were kind of messing around for a while. Like you thought you were working, but you weren't really working the way that you should. Was there a point that you made a clear decision that you were going to freaking do this?
Yeah, actually, can you hear me?
Yeah, just talk a little louder.
Okay. Yes, actually, it happened last summit. And that was while I was there with some of my coaches and just seeing like all the energy that they had. And I was feeling so bad and so guilty that I was not up there on the stage. And like being in this business for such a long time, knowing everybody, knowing like the people from corporate, I felt like a failure. But then I kind of got over that guiltiness or whatever. And I was like, okay, enough is enough. I know I can do more. I know what I'm capable of doing. I just need to do it, you know, because knowing what to do and really doing it is a huge difference. So I started doing it.
And then
I started doing it.
You took a freaking decision, right? It was like clear.
Yes.
It was it a moment? It was a moment that you were like, this is it.
Yes. I mean,
I saw it.
From like, yeah, like from that moment, I was like, okay, yeah, enough is enough. I had to do something about it, and I really have to do it now. And that's when I started working really hard.
Thank you, Carmen, because I mean, I saw it. It was like night and day. It was like for years, Carmen was like, I'm doing it. I got to get organized first. Look at the pictures of my desk. It's all pretty. I got color codes, and I'm like, oh my God, just freaking do it. And then, but it was nothing that I could do for you. It was like, you had to do it. You had to make that decision. Okay. I want to hear from Nancy. I want to know where you are with this, because I have my own opinion, but honestly, did you make a decision recently?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Very similar to Carmen. This last year, I've just kind of been half-assing it. I've been saying I'm doing the work, and I'm doing it to an extent, but I'm not going above and beyond. And you had faith in me, and you put me in a couple Diamond Run groups, and I was in the first one with Maria and Kevin, and I didn't make it. And then I was in with Christina and Haley, and I just saw Christina and Haley just taking off, and they were brand new coaches, basically. I've been doing it for a year, and they were just starting, and I was like, and Haley, especially her energy, and I'm just like, what? And I kept asking her, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she's like, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm like, well, why isn't it not working for me? I'm doing it too. And I just convinced myself that I was doing, and I was doing the vital behaviors, but I was not, I was talking to maybe 3 people a day, the minimum, and Haley's like, I'm talking to 20 people a day. And I'm like, how are you doing that? Because, you work full time like I do. And she's like, I just do not waste a single minute,
Yes.
And I was wasting a lot of time. I mean, I'd given up a lot of stuff, but I was, just, talking to people at work, just kind of, socializing and, taking a full lunch and not actually working on my business. And I wasn't making, and Haley's like, read the 10X rule. And I started that. Yeah. And that's when the light bulb was like, because he's like, if you're not reaching your goals, because I would keep setting goals.
I know.
I'd get halfway there. And I wouldn't, and then, my time, when I said I was going to be there, I wasn't. So I would just change the time frame, or I'd change the goal. And Grant Cardone, the author of 10X Rule, is like, no, don't change your goals, change your activity level. So, and make your goals way more, because a lot of times I'd set my goals to what, I thought this is doable. And he's like, and it's like, no, make them above and beyond, and then increase your activity level. And that's what I started doing, and it's working. So my goal is to be diamond originally it was by Summit, but now it's by the end of the month. And I think I know I'm gonna do it.
Do it, girl. Do it. Yeah, because I was looking at Nancy's downline yesterday, I think it was, and I was like, man, she's freaking close. Like, she's been doing it in silence, So she needs just one more coach on each side and an emerald on each side. And there are other coaches that do it within a month, so you can do it within a month. So she was giving herself all of May, all of June, all of July. And let me just tell you something. Nice and steady in this business it just doesn't really work that well. Like, at least in the beginning, or at least when you want to hit that goal, you gotta freaking go for it. You have to. The book is called the 10X Rule. It doesn't, like, if you're just again, if you are okay with producing results that are like a $20 check here, a $50 check there, then do your thing, But if you want to be able to move with your husband is in a different state, if that's your goal, Nancy, you gotta freaking 10X it. And so now, like, you seem different. Last night, we were watching a documentary. It was amazing. I want all my coaches to watch it. The guy who killed the Navy SEAL who killed Osama bin Laden. And you should see, like, talk about, a man on a mission. Have you seen that, Jonathan? Sorry, hold on. Wait, I closed the window. Hold on. Have you seen that, Jonathan?
Yes, I have. First off, hello, everybody. Hello, Barbie. Love y'all, Team Empire. Because Rob O'Neill, because he's, because I've actually met the Navy SEAL guys. I didn't actually meet him directly, but when we got the news, I was stationed in Savannah, Georgia back then, and when we found out that Bin Laden was dead, we all had a party, and we all just had fun. But yes, I always look to world-class commandos like that for demonstration, and then that really kind of fuels my decision. The decisions I'm making for the beach body, because it's here I have all my notes, and it's I always like to think, what is it that I'm not doing? Maybe if I didn't connect with the right person, if I didn't connect with them correctly, or if I'm not going off the script what you gave me, and but
let me ask. I don't want to get sidetracked, but I want you to write down a better question. What could I do even better? So what am I doing wrong? So what am I doing wrong means that you're looking for something that you're doing wrong, and you might be doing the right thing. So ask a better question and you'll get a better answer. What could I do even better? How can I connect even more? Okay, I'm going to cut you off, Jonathan, just because I got to keep going. But my point with Robert O'Neill, thank you for telling me his name, with the Navy SEAL that killed Osama bin Laden, like there was such determination and such a decisiveness in his voice and in everything that he said. I'm like, I want my coaches to watch this, because you don't actually have to kill anyone, right? You're coaches. You're actually just helping people. Like our job is actually, our mission is easier. We're actually, and he did save lives. He's, that wasn't my point. But my point is that he was so decisive in every word that he spoke. And I'm like, our coaches need to see this, because it is that decision that you have to make, that you're gonna achieve diamond, whatever your goal is. And so I met with Denise. I met with you a few weeks ago, last week, I think, 2 weeks ago. I'm like, okay, you're gonna be diamond. When are you gonna get there? And then you set the date. So by the way, when are you gonna get to diamond? I forgot.
Well, I am going to get to diamond first before summit, and I want to achieve it. I have to achieve it, I think, by May 14th or something. We had a date written down somewhere.
I believe it's May 18th in order for you to be recognized on stage.
Well, if I say the 14th, then that's better.
Okay.
Well, I have 2 weeks, so.
Okay. And you're close and you can do it, okay?
I am close.
But everybody do your homework. I'm the worst with details when it comes to like deadlines, but we're going to get to there. Okay. So right now, if you're listening on the call to the recording, or if you're on this, I want you to set a date. Okay. I want you to set a goal. So you've heard it before, but your goal has to be in the SMART format. Oh my God, the cutest baby, Aspen. So write down SMART. And again, if you know this and you're bored to death with this, teach it to your coaches. It has to be SMART. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So let's go through each one. Number one, it has to be specific. I am, and write it in the present, whatever your goal is. I am a 1-star diamond coach. I am a diamond coach. I am a 15-star diamond coach. Or for Maybell, you can say, I make $20,000 in Beachbody income in 2016. Something really specific. Okay? You must name it to claim it. And this is why I said you were perfect for this call, Nikki, because if you say, I just want to start making some money, you actually need to say what it is that you want specifically. I cover the cost of my products in the month of May. That's specific. You're going for that. Okay? I'm going to get to the how. Be clear about what you want. Okay, the next is measurable. And write down the question, how will I know that I'm making progress towards this goal? Yay, Nancy, I see your chart. Okay. How will I know that I'm making progress towards this goal? So I'll give you examples. So if your coaches, okay, so I'm gonna use you, Monica, right now, okay? So congratulations on getting your diamond back, first of all.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your next goal?
My goal is to be a 1-star diamond by June 1st.
Okay, so how will you know that you're making progress towards that goal?
First of all, I got to add more coaches, and I got to get my Emerald coaches to add coaches.
Okay. All right.
So I'll be able to see when they're progressing so that I can progress.
Okay, absolutely. That's perfect. Okay. So can you send me a message tonight, because we're doing something on Monday and I want you to be a part of it. Okay. So so examples are your coaches are advancing to emerald and they're hungry for more. An example, if your goal is to be diamond, is that you're actually recruiting. Because if you're saying, and I just sent a message to some of my coaches, and so my goal for the team was for us to become a superstar diamond team. In order for me to do that, I had to hand select people to work with, right? And sometimes that meant that I had to exclude certain people, and it may have felt mean, but like my being, if I'm a battery, like I'm limited, right? And so one of the factors was Success Club. For me, I knew that if the coach wasn't making Success Club, then they weren't advancing enough. It didn't mean that they wouldn't get to diamond. For example, Nancy, you're the perfect, like I see you getting to diamond now. And like in my way, I've tried to provide you support, but I excluded you from that group because Nancy wasn't consistently getting into Success Club. And like I needed to do that because I knew that if she was gonna make it, that she could make it. Okay, we have another girl, Susie, who was part of our 5-person group. And I said, this is the standard, because year after year, you guys, I wasted a lot of time with coaches who told me, I really want to work. And I saw them like, Nancy, you were doing work, but you weren't producing the results that you wanted. And so I would spend a lot of time with coaches, group after group. And in the end, it did benefit you in some way, right? I mean, because you're at this point. But for that specific goal, like this is the criteria that I needed to have. And so the way that I was measuring if I was making progress towards my goal was that my coaches were making Success Club, that they were recruiting. And if they didn't, then I wouldn't continue working with them for this little group, for this goal. Didn't mean that I didn't love them. And I was listening to a Shalene podcast the other day, or Smart Success. You love everybody, but you can't give your time one-on-one to everybody, okay? So if you have a goal, you need to be able to measure it. And if you didn't listen to the National Wake Up Call today, I listened to it when I was at a doctor appointment today. She said, if you're not making Success Club, you are not growing your business. Success Club is a measure that you are growing your business. I mean, it is that simple, and it may seem harsh, it may seem whatever to you, but it's just the truth. It's if you're not making Success Club, then you don't have a business. That's exactly what she said. You have a hobby, okay? And if you're okay with having a hobby, that's great. So, but if you want to have a business, Success Club has to be a non-negotiable. The next thing is attainable or achievable. How realistic is the goal you've set based on the different constraints in your life? Or so I'll just read the sentence. How realistic is the goal that you've set based on other constraints? Okay, so this is a perfect example. If you want, okay, we'll use Monica, okay? So Monica says she wants to be Mia, don't eat the cord. So if you want to be a 1-star diamond coach and you haven't started working with if your coaches are not at Emerald right now, they are at Emerald. You have 2 coaches that are Emerald, right? But they haven't started working. How realistic is it that they will get to diamond in 1 month when they've just signed perhaps like a spouse, okay? And they only have working coach. So that would mean that your coaches have 29 days to get to diamond, okay? So in this case, and I'm not saying that they can't do it, because there are coaches that have made it in 6 days, 11 days, and 23 days. But you have to ask those questions, like what would need to happen in order for that to be achieved, okay? So you might have, my recommendation for you, Monica, is that you might want to change your goal, not keep your goal, but actually change the date so that actually gives them a fighting chance, so that they can really work and achieve diamond by the time that they get to summit, or by the time you get to summit, okay? Because to me, it doesn't sound attainable, okay? Just because they don't have the training, they don't have the support, but it is attainable. Like if they both do 10x or 100x and they do all that they need to do, they can achieve diamond. I'm not saying that they can't, because it has been done, but just it doesn't sound so realistic to me. Okay, another example. I have a coach who's like, Barbie, I want to be a 2-star diamond coach, a 5-star diamond coach. What do you need to do in order to make that happen? You need to freaking recruit. I mean, it's that you have to put the opportunity in front of people, right? If this coach feels badly about talking to people, like if she's ashamed or he's ashamed of making someone up, right? And again, Christina Delgado talked about on the National Wake Up Call. If this coach feels ashamed to talk about the coaching opportunity, how realistic is it that she's going to be a 2-star or 5-star diamond coach? It's not going to happen. So if you're not willing to put the opportunity out there, it's just not going to happen. And so it's not realistic. It's not attainable. Okay. I was looking at, for example, for the superstar team, I was thinking, okay, what are the common traits that these people have, right? And some of them, like Josh Spencer and Michelle and Jana, have been diamond for a long time, you know, diamond and above, obviously, star diamond. But I was looking at Haley, I was looking at Christina, I was looking at Jessica, and the 2 Christinas actually, and Jessica. And these are the brand new diamond coaches. And then I was looking at Risa, I was looking at Maria, I was looking at Kevin. They're also part of that team, of that particular team. And I was thinking every single time that I told them to do something, like, hey, go and talk to this person, or like, okay, push yourself out of your comfort zone, they would go and they would do it. So you have to be willing to get out of your own way and do the work. And not, like, if you're shy about, if you say, and I got so angry at this poor girl the other day, she was like, Barbie, I'm asking for help. And I was happy to help her, and I was messaging her. And she said, my problem is, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then, you know, I'm talking to her on voice memo. She's on our team somewhere. And then she said, you know, my problem is that I don't invite enough, you know? And I was like, if you know what your problem is, why don't you fix it? Like we have, and then it seemed obvious to me, but if you know that your problem is you don't know how to invite, or you don't know how to find contacts, guys, I repeat it all the time. We have all the flipping tools. You can just Google them. You can YouTube videos from coaches, like top coaches, who give you all their secrets on how to recruit. There are no secrets in this business. Like, I swear to you, there are no secrets. So if you know what your problem is, because in most cases I think we do, then do something about it. Who was it that said Carmen, it was you, there's a big difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it, you know? So I was like, so then I actually told her, I'm like, why are you wasting my time? I'm like, if you're not on the team calls, if you're not on the National Wake Up Calls, where we're giving you these secrets, like, why am I spending my time, which is limited, making you these voice memos? Like, don't do that. So I digress, okay? So is it attainable, achievable? And the question that I want you to ask yourself is, am I willing to work hard and make the necessary sacrifices to make this happen? Because it's going to be a sacrifice. Like in this house right now, we know that as we are in qualification, that our team empire is in qualification for becoming a superstar diamond team, there's going to be some sacrifices. And it means that I'm working a little more, that it takes away from from our family time, that we're putting in that extra effort, that I'm just not as available, that I'm doing a lot of calls. This is the sacrifice, and this is the time, and I'm okay with it. And it's not forever, you guys. And so just know that if you're a mom, if you're busy, if you're tired, like, it's not forever, you guys. You're not going to have to sacrifice forever. Like, after this push, I'm going to go back to normal life. You know, and normal life means working, but not working as much as I'm working right now. And I'm okay with that. I promise you the sacrifice is worth it. Okay, we're almost done. The last one, hold on, is it SMART? No, we have 2 more, but they're pretty fast. Relevant. So the R, SMART, the R is for relevant. Does this goal matter to you? And this is the biggest lesson. And who else is going to benefit from this goal? For a long time, I wanted us to be for a long time, I wanted to be a 15-star diamond coach. And now, without a doubt, I can say it in my heart that, like, see, that makes me emotional. Like, I want us to be a superstar team. Like, I want you guys to be able to say, Team Empire is a superstar team. And there are only 60 teams or less out of the 400 and something thousand coaches that can claim that title. And we are a superstar team. Whether you are my coach or a coach all the way in the downline, it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to claim that. And that makes me proud. So when I used to be like, I want to be a 15-star diamond coach, my goal wasn't happening for me. But when I stopped making it about me and I started making it about us and about my coaches, like, and Christina, I told you, I'm like, I want you to push, and I want you to push for me, but for me and for the team. But I promise you that I'm going to do everything that I can to help you make your dreams come true. So if you have your goal of being a diamond coach, a 2-star, a 1-star, a 5-star, 10-star, 15-star, and it's all about how it's going to benefit you, you're not going to make it. Okay, so Nancy, I know you want to bring your husband home, or you want to go home to your husband, whatever it is, but it cannot be only about you, right? And I'm not saying that it is, but I'm telling you because I've made that mistake. So the secret, if there was one, and because I'm such an individualistic person, like I'm like, I'll do it myself, is that you have to truly invest in your coaches, that you have to, and the coaches that deserve your time, but you need to show them how to deserve your time, because you cannot be successful in Beachbody unless you pour into other people. And so that's why I said it all starts with you, but it's not about you. Okay, so if you have a goal of being a 1-star diamond coach, for example, so now I'm talking to Carmen, and I'm talking to Erin, and I'm talking to the other diamond and star diamond coaches, you have to find a way to articulate it to your team that let's go for 2-star diamond coach. Let's go for diamond. Let's go for emeralds. Okay, so Aspen, you're a baby coach. You just started yesterday, 2 days ago, right? So if I come to you and I have this goal of being, a diamond coach or a 1-star diamond coach, I have to find a way to articulate it to you. Like, come on, Aspen, let's do this together. By you helping other people, yes, you're helping me, obviously, because I have this goal, but I'm going to help you achieve your goals. I'm going to help you pay for your wedding. Now I'm going to help you have more money so that you can have more date nights with your fiance, your husband, And so find a way to say it. And like I said, the problem that I was having was that I couldn't find a way that was authentic. Like, I thought that I was being selfish by saying, I want to be a 15-star diamond coach. And in a way I was, until I was able to truly feel it in my heart that I was doing this for the team. That's when I did that, then it became easy. So it's relevant. Does this goal really matter to you, and who else does it matter to? And finally, the last thing is time bound. One of the reasons that I didn't achieve my goal for a long time, or our goal for a long time, was because I didn't create urgency and there wasn't a deadline, okay? So if you're just saying, this is again why I said, Nikki, you're the perfect person for this call. If you're just saying, I just want to help people, by when? If you say, however, I pay for the cost of my performance pack, whatever it is that you get every month, in May, who's going to benefit? Well, you're going to benefit, but your coach, the people that you're actually helping are going to benefit. And if it's I'll unmute you. If it's time bound by May 31st, okay. You're going to work hard to achieve it, and your brain is going to find a way to achieve it.
Okay. I just want to say something. It actually makes me want to tear up too.
Good. You're good.
I'm actually discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
I've just been working so hard. One day I kicked myself in the butt, and I sat down and I messaged 30 people. I got one girl who wants to be a coach. That's up in the air. I'm waiting for her answer. And then And then the girl who purchased the challenge pack was supposed to purchase the challenge pack and ordered it wrong.
Like, that sucks.
It sucks. Her husband's ill in the hospital, and I was so ticked off. I
Right.
was like, yeah, I know your husband's sick. Why did you make him order it then? You should have did it.
I know.
But I was like, I shouldn't be feeling like this. But it made me so mad.
I understand. So, how often are you messaging 30 people a day?
Well, that was the first time I did it.
Okay.
I haven't done it since.
And that's
Because it discouraged me.
okay.
I felt like I put so much effort, and it's like I'll get people interested, and I'll spend time on conversating. They choose a program, and then I never hear from them, and I'll follow up, and then they won't answer me back.
Okay, I think Nancy needs to tell you something, because I think Nancy is an expert in what's happening right now.
Okay.
Consistency. You
She's working. Nikki is like you. I know she's busy. So
No, it wasn't until I forced myself to talk to 10 people every single day that I started getting results, because it takes talking to 100 people to maybe get 3 people.
Yeah.
For every 10 people you talk to, one or two might be interested in learning more, and then maybe one of those will actually follow through.
Yeah.
It's really consistent. And what happened to you, it happens to everybody, and it's going to happen over and over and over again, whether you're a new coach, if you've been doing it for 5 years. You can't base results on your time and and what you want to happen, but what's happening with them, like her husband getting sick. You have no control over that.
No, I know.
So that's why you got to talk to more people.
Yeah.
For every 100 people you talk to, there's going to be maybe 30 that are interested in learning more. Of those 30, maybe 10 might be ready. And even when they're ready, shit happens. He's in the hospital, or like one of my coaches, she's dealing with cancer right now, and so it's about just talking to people and consistency. You can't talk to 30 people on Sunday and expect by Saturday to have 3 people if you're not talking to anybody else.
Yeah, and I know how to be consistent. I know how to do that. I'm a hard worker. I am not lazy, and I know how to push. But my problem is I get discouraged. Yeah, I need to start looking at it a little more lighthearted, I think.
you have to, you got to get the book GoPro, and we have to wrap up. But thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
I'm going to mute you, Nikki, for a second, because we really need to wrap up. But you got to get the book GoPro. And one of the rules, maybe it might be rule number 1, is don't take it personally. Be unattached to the outcome. And it sounds like you're extremely attached to every person because I know you too. You're a very sweet person. You're so supportive. And so I can see that you get attached to you pour yourself into people, and it's rejection, and you feel like a failure. And Carmen said it, you need more self-development. It's personal development. And every day, when you're not getting the results that you want, it's pouring on the personal development, because it's just about more growth, and you have to be consistent. Means every single day, we could do a call the next time on that, but consistent means every single day you add, not just if you're not getting the results you want, you add 10 people every day. You message and just connect with 10 people every day. You invite as many people as possible, but at least 3 people to something. You follow up 10 times a day, and that's it. Am I missing something? So add new friends, connect with people, invite, follow up. You rinse and repeat that every single day, every single day, every single day. And yes, you can take one day off. Okay. All right, guys, we have got to wrap up. So the action item for you is go ahead and write out your goal in a SMART format. We've got the tools, and then you just have to get to work. I mean, it is that simple. It's not that it's easy. It is that simple, though. All right, everyone, have a good night. We went 15 minutes overboard. We will let you know about the time. I know it's good for some. I know we can't please everybody, but we'll let you know about the new time. Thank you so much. I hope you guys find value in this call. Let's take a picture so we can post it on the internet and say how awesome Team Empire is. Everybody, like, hold on. Put your arms in the air. Hold on. Go 1, 2. Okay. All right. Good night, everyone.